Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
It's J.Mac and Bklyn Phatz. 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 Get into the focus with J.Mac and Bklyn Phatz. She can get it, he can get it, that's where it's at. Tune into our podcast to get some laugh and get the facts. I'm Bklyn Phatz with my partner J.Mac. Get into the focus.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. And you are here at Getting to the Focus podcast with your girl J.Mac and my wonderful co-host, Mr. Bklyn Phatz. What's up, Phatz?
What's up? Throw the ones up, everybody. It's Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Tequila Tuesday.
Yes.
We back in the building.
Tea time Tuesday, too.
Yes.
So we are excited to have you all here tonight. Our listeners, our faithful listeners, we thank you. Shout out to the Evening Rush Network. And don't forget to download our brand new app available on Android and iPhone. We are accepting calls tonight, actually at 929-441-2417. And please, all those who are on YouTube right now watching in live, please click on that subscribe button and share and hit the notification bell because we are excited to grow our channel, brand spanking new. We are still, to those out there listening on Pandora, iHeartRadio, on the Evening Rush Network, we appreciate you. And we love you, and we would love to hear from you. We are excited this evening. Oh, also, sorry. Stop what you're doing real quick, and go to our Instagram and follow us at Getting to the Focus podcast. So we're excited, y'all, because we have an amazing guest here with us tonight. He goes by the name of Brandon Jones. And for those of you who do not know who Brandon Jones is, he is a Belizean American athlete. Right, so he has competed for Belize in the Olympics, y'all, and he also is I believe he currently holds, correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon, but he currently holds some records at the illustrious Hampton University for several events. So we're gonna talk to him and dig in. But also, what drew me into Brandon and the reason I reached out to him is because I cannot pass through any of Brandon's social media sites without seeing his lovely daughter. And it just really amazed me that he always includes her in everything that he does, and that he is yes, he is when I think of him, I don't just think of he's an amazing athlete. And if y'all see him, oh my goodness, what? I'm not even gonna go there. But listen, he's been doing the modeling. That of course catches our eyes. Thank you for that, Brandon. But he does the modeling. We see that he posts his workouts, which is very inspirational as well. He has several things going on that we're also going to talk about. But like I said, what it catches my eye, see him and his daughter, he's teaching her everything he knows, just passing on his legacy. And I think it's a wonderful thing. So that is why I reached out and I was like, hey, I want you to come on. I want to talk about it. And I've been wanting to do this, show in regards to fatherhood, because I saw ever since I kind of late, but ever since the movie came out, I thought it was a really big subject. And I know Bklyn Phatz is a father, and as well as many of our other guys that are on the show. And I'm surrounded by all these great dads. I'm like, we got to do a fatherhood show. So
nothing wrong with that. That's a great movie.
But we just happen to get the best of both worlds, because we got an actual like Olympia athletic father who up here he's showing how to do the best of both worlds. Still grind out in the field, full-time worker, all that. It still be an amazing father passing on his legacy. So welcome, Brandon.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So we were just chopping it up with Brandon before we got started. We were talking about him being from Belize and traveling and things like that, things of that nature. And I didn't even know. I was telling him I didn't even know that you could have dual citizenship. So I thought that was pretty cool. but
Yeah. It's a benefit. It's a benefit.
yeah. So how are you enjoying being like having like is this like down season for you? Like you're like training and things like that?
Well, so this is actually my second day back in conditioning to prepare for next season. Prior to this, I actually was in physical therapy. I had a car accident in June, and I had surgery in August. So my right leg was dislocated anteriorly. So I had surgery from that. I had to basically build back up to start walking again to get back to running. So the video I posted on my Instagram today was actually my second day back training outside of the track. Which hey, it was a little fun, a little painful. Legs are still feeling it, but it's the process of getting back. So this is the beginning of the next season. The down season would have been probably, had I not been to the accident, would have been the last 3 months.
Okay. So how is the healing process? Is there I know you're glad to, be back on your feet and everything,
Absolutely.
but how was the healing process?
It was initially pretty frustrating. Of course, it's normal, of course, to feel that way because given where the injury was, I had my labrum, which is like this is the joint where your hip is, your leg goes in. The ligaments there were torn, and there were bone fragments that were basically stuck in there that were also kind of tearing away at the other remaining ligaments. So after the surgery, basically, I was unable to walk. I couldn't get up on my own. I had to I couldn't even go upstairs in my own house, so I was kind of stuck on my own couch, and I had people come over to help me get up, get around, get me things. While I was basically stuck on the couch for like 2-3 weeks at least.
Okay.
And for me, being as active I am, me being down anywhere for more than a day is pretty much insane. It drives me insane. But the process itself has been pretty good overall. The physical therapist I go to Pivot Physical Therapy is in Newport News. They're amazing. The PT there, Matt, he's been basically astronomical with helping me recover. He's done a lot of research and basically helping me out find the right things to strengthen and increase the range of motion in that area while making sure I still recover. And thanks to him and his team, and then my coach working with him, I'm back here. So I'm just grateful for the journey. My little mini me downstairs was helping me out, because she can work out. So yeah, she can work out as well. So I got to make sure.
Real sweet.
Yeah, she's a beast with it. So
wow.
Yeah, she can bust out like 20 push-ups right now.
Wow.
Yes, she really does. And I was like, oh my god,
bonding. That's very good. We need a lot. We need more of that.
Yeah, that's what we do. Like, and the thing is, like, like I said, the journey's been great, and having her, and my team behind me helping me get back has been a blessing. So just glad to be here.
Shout out to the team. Thanks, team, for helping Brandon. Go ahead, Phatz.
So, Brandon, what is it like growing up in Belize, man? Have you lived in Belize, or you always been a native United States man?
So I grew up in the U.S. actually.
Okay.
But my dad was born and raised there. My first visit there, I stayed there for an entire summer with him and lived with him for a while. Like, he was in the States, he had to go back. But it's just going back there. Every time I go back there, it's just a blessing. Like, I go back there, I'm with my dad. We enjoy life. There's not like we engulf and just embrace the culture and the experience of being around those that that know of him and love him, that grew up with him. And them getting to meet me for the first time, even though it was as an adult, it's been amazing. I reach out to I still have a contact with them on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, okay.
So it's the ties are still there, and then it's good because of the athletes that I've met and my as being a Belizean athlete, the ones that live there. Going back, it's more. It's like, yo, Brandon's in town. Yeah, what were you doing? Like, so it's always a good vibe every time I go back, and I love it. That's one thing that I'll always cherish, and I will my daughter's already been too. So I took her when she was 2. Soon as she was on the plane with us, loved it. She landed there, and she getting stamps already. Like, she loves Belize. We the game plans to bring her back, of course, when like she's out of kindergarten. That's over. Take her back again, but yeah, I love it. It's somewhere that when I'm done running and I'm at that stage, I definitely plan on going back there for a while.
Oh, okay.
So, wow.
Yeah,
so that's where you want to retire?
That's my game plan. I want to be there till and like I said, it's just it's relaxing, it's chill. get the property there and just kind of relax out, chill with my dad, and just it's been a good experience.
Yeah. Shout out to our listeners. I just want to give a quick shout out to Mike Murray, one of our faithful listeners. How you doing? Sean Brown, what's up? Welcome to the building. We had a question.
Okay.
Actually, Mike Murray said, number one dad. He reminds me of Kobe and his daughter. And shout out Kobe, rest in peace.
R.I.P.,
Also,
baby.
Sean asked, what's it like being in the Olympics?
Well, it was actually amazing. Like it was so I was in 2016 Olympics, so it was pre-pandemic. I'll say
okay.
that.
Okay.
I went there and it was probably one of the best experiences I've had. The welcoming us in, getting into the village itself was just a great task alone. Once we got in there, every country had their own special amount of quarters for each for their depending on the house they have. And they had everything for us. Entertainment center, we had our little sports, our souvenir shop. They had a little media room. They had a game room. They had 2 cafeterias. Then they had all of the medical, dental, and vision and physical therapy and recovery rooms we had. They had the gym. It was perfect. It was just a great experience. Everyone there that I met were amazing people. Everyone had a great spirit. It was just like you made bonds because we all, the work and the sacrifices that we made to get there, it all resonated with us. Nobody was there just because, we were there for a purpose, and it felt well. It felt amazing. The helpers, the ones that were native to Rio, absolutely amazing. They were great. They took us around. Like I know they showed me a lot of sites and stuff, especially when I was done competing, and walking around and seeing the certain sites out there, priceless. So being out there alone was one of the best experiences. Like I said, one of the best experiences I've ever had, and that that's saying a lot since I've kind of been around a little bit.
So, what medal did you receive?
Out there, nothing. I did run prior to the Olympics. I had another surgery. So I had so the day after my birthday, I had a surgery. I had a benign tumor on my throat. Let's see, July 20th, I flew out. July 20th was when I had the surgery. I flew out the 29th or 30th of July to go to Rio from there. So, I was kind of not at my best. Given the competition was amazing in general. So it wasn't like nothing's guaranteed out there, but there were a few trials and tribulations that made things a bit tougher. So, but that's how it goes. That's what we're giving these trials to make us stronger. So all it does is just, we get experiences. We're there. We run to the best of our abilities at that time, given what we may or may not have, and we just move on from it, So
basically, you was blessed then. These are blessings.
Everything's a blessing. Everything's on my path. Everything I've done is part of my path that they're giving me, and I'm just riding along with it. Right on my path.
So Brandon, as a kid, is this like what you thought you wanted to do? Like, did you have dreams of being an athlete?
Yes and no. So I remember watching the 96 Olympics, actually, was when I first actually thought about track and field. Just because I saw, and they asked me was the jumps. I'm a jumper primarily. So me seeing the jumps and me watching certain races, I was like, I definitely want to try that. But me being in sports actually never really happened until high school. I ran once or twice. I ran once in elementary school or once in middle school, but it didn't really kick off until my sophomore, junior year in high school when I actually started running, and then it didn't get more intense until my college tenure when I walked on Hampton University. I didn't get a scholarship. I walked on Hampton University, and walking on there was probably the best decision ever made because, I'm here now. So.
Yeah. So what kind of degree you got in
computer and electrical engineering with a computer science minor? My main job actually is I'm a cloud data operations engineer. So I'm a developer. So that's what I actually do in my main time, which is it works out well because it's a fully remote job, and my manager's amazing. He he's very flexible. The company just they work with me, so it allows me to train, work, raise Ari, get her to school, do all these things like that without having to feel overwhelmed like this has to be done. So it's a blessing. The process of getting the degree was that's the story, but it's a blessing just to be here and to to have that everything meshed together so well.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty cool that you mentioned that you actually didn't start racing until you were in high school, because I think a lot of people have the idea or the mindset, I know I do, that some people just come out the womb jumping and running and throwing balls and basketball and shooting hoops and stuff.
So I was athletic. I'll say that. Like,
okay.
All of my uncles and stuff. My uncles, they actually wanted me to play basketball and football. No, that's my mother's side. Everyone was. Especially one of my own uncles, he definitely all the way football.
Because you're really tall. How tall are you?
6'7". You know. So
okay.
You gotta make me feel like a midget then, because I'm 6 foot.
Oh yeah, I'm a little tall. Yeah. So it's like they definitely wanted me to play football more than anything, and while I'm very good at football, it just wasn't. I'm not really. I didn't really want to. That wasn't where I wanted to be.
So what position you played?
Well, I wanted. If I did play, I would have preferred receiver or safety. My uncle, for some reason, wanted me to be outside linebacker. Yeah, so he wanted me. He was convinced that I should be outside linebacker, and I was like, "Yo, I don't really want to play that." So it's cool. So, like every now and then, I still got a little something left in me. I still can do a little something, but
nice.
My passion came, and I could tell it came when I actually started doing track and field. When I started my first day jumping or running, it was just, oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, and it shows, and I tell everybody when the passion fades, that's when I know it's over. But like even now, me going back to the track for this second day, even the first day going back, and I was like, man, I ain't there, but I was like, nah, but I'm enjoying this. Like I'm definitely having fun with this, so I'm gonna keep going. So that's why I'm here.
So we got a couple of questions from our listeners. Sean asked, can you explain what the triple jump details, like what it?
Yes. So triple jump is a horizontal jump. It is the process of running on a runway, and you basically take off into 3 phases. The first phase combined is a mesh with the run up, and you basically run out the phase, and you whatever leg that you take off of, you cycle off of that same leg, and you have to land that same leg. As you're landing on that same leg, you transition into a hop phase. Hop, skip, jump, going through the skip phase, and you actually go into that phase where you transition to the second leg, and then you maintain that and you ride it by carrying momentum that you took from the run up. And then the last phase, the jump phase, you basically would do, it's the simulation of a long jump. You would take off your final foot and you would hold on, land into the pit. So it's
interesting.
And you hold the record. You hold the record at Hampton still for the triple jump. Is that what you?
Yeah, for Hampton and Belize.
Belize.
Oh, okay.
So you've held those. How long have you held the record? What's the numbers? Because I'm pretty sure any listeners who are track and field.
Hampton's not that big. It's like 15.71 meters. I had that since 2009. Triple jump is 16.22 meters. I've had that one since 2016, but I've had the previous record 2013 when I very first started. Actually, not it was like 2 years after I started representing Belize. I had took that record.
So where the trophies at?
Oh man, well the trophies are hidden.
Yeah, hold them up to the camera so
I thought it was medals. So they give you actual medals, right?
They got medals, yeah. So
hold them up so the people can see it.
Some of them from over the years.
Woo! Y'all hear them? The listeners can hear them. Go ahead, jiggle them around a little bit.
So these are the ones from.
It's a lot, y'all.
Those are only international medals I've gotten. So
what? You just got them in a bag. That is so funny.
So I was asked I'm model now.
Yes.
I'm a model now, so I do runway shows and fat photo shoots.
Amazing,
like that.
by the way.
Thank you. It's I didn't expect to be doing it, but I'm loving the process. It's very fun. So one of the shoots I had, one of the designers said, "Hey, can you bring your medals?" Because it was a athletic or Olympic edition thing, so they wanted medals for it. So I had to take my medals down and put them in this bag, take them to him. So
I'll roll like this normally, y'all. Just carry my medals around.
They usually like downstairs. Like I have a whole mantle, I just put them downstairs there on the mantle. Just kind of chilling. So like I usually don't have them.
Yeah.
They've been in the bag since Sunday, and I just.
I was gonna say I remember seeing a picture you posted. I think you were doing a workout routine or something. And I saw some hanging on your wall.
Yeah, that was my living room. So they're all there. They're on the mantle usually. So I left some. I got to put them back up, but the process of putting them up, I'm just kind of the energy I use to run, train, work, all that. This right here, I am lazy when it's come to other things. So I was like, that's until I feel like
Yeah.
So have you done any commercials or anything?
I have not actually. I don't remember any commercials now. So it's funny. Actually, I don't remember any commercials. I have had when I was in the 2016 Olympics. I know we did have an interview on ESPN once. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't think I've done anything major though. Like now with the modeling gig, I'm supposed to do. I've been asked to do certain things. Like I guess in the future endeavors, we'll have commercials and supposed to make a calendar and different runway shows. So like I have a runway. I actually have a fashion show I have to walk in this Saturday in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was not. I last minute asked to it.
Do you feel the same passion with the modeling that you do with track and field?
I'm actually loving it. Yes, of course, track takes precedence all day, but modeling is up there. Like I'm loving it. Like I'm naturally not like I love like being out, like working out and stuff like so. Like working out and being in that environment, like that's cool. But the modeling aspect is a big news for me. Like photo shoots are cool because no one's looking at me. Like I'm just taking the pictures and then I post them at the designer's discretion. The fashion shows are completely new. These past ones I've been in, they were different, but I'm loving it because it's literally what I've learned is from talking to the designers I've spoken to and the directors of the shows. They were like, just follow the instructions. Do what we tell you, you good. And that's literally all I heard. They was like, walk like this. When you get to the end of the runway, stand and pose like this for a sec, walk back. I was like, all right, I'm going to do exactly what he says. Because in reality, like I said, I've been in 5 shows, period, because it's the first time doing it. So like, and they're telling me every time I do something different, I'm loving it. So,
it loves you too.
I'm seeing, it's fun.
So it's most of these are European.
Enjoying the process too, Brandon.
Oh my God! Well, there's some more pictures to be dropped from one of the shoots coming soon, so you'll see.
And I will be waiting. I will be.
All right, you bet. Yeah, I mean.
Yes.
So these are more European designers or American designers?
So, it's a mixture. It's a mesh of all. Like one of the designers, the shoots I did recently, she's asking from the Congo. Fanny's House Collection. She's very amazing. Check out her website, fannyhousecollection.com. You actually will see me on her site for some of the articles of clothing that are named, or articles, apparel that she made, are named after me. For some of them, she did. So she's very, very talented. Everything's handmade. I've done a few others. One of them is Team Lamb. They're American. Asking from the 757. One of the guys, they made their clothing as more casual, kind of athletic leisure attire.
Okay.
They do things to teamlamb.com. They have it on Facebook. If you go to Team Lamb, check them out. I did a few others. Another one is called Tippin' D Scales. He actually makes custom designs like hats, brim hats, fedoras. So I did one.
I would love to see that. What that looks like.
Yeah, you should.
Yes, once I update the description, I'll make sure I add all those links, you guys. For those listening in that want to check it out, don't worry, I'll make sure you have that information too.
Yeah, they're amazing. All of those are they're great designers. They have a lot of amazing clothing, and it's like each one you could tell the passion they put into what they were making. There were a few others that we made too, Stretch Couture. It's a bunch of them that like I could just make a list of them that are amazing.
Nice. For those listening in, we are here with Brandon Jones, y'all. He is an Olympic track and field athlete as well as a model. And he is a wonderful dad. And we're talking about today when dads win. And I am so excited to hear from him. And he was just giving us some insight on how we can find some of the clothing and things that he has been modeling. So like I said, I will have that information also together in the description box once it's updated after the show. You can also find more information about it on our IG. So make sure you follow us on IG at Getting to the Focus. Now, what I actually shout out to the 757, by the way, because you've been drinking that water too, Brandon Jones.
I mean, I'm out here. That's 757. I was born and raised out here, so.
Yes.
So what would you say different since you've grown now? What would you say different about the 757?
It's
compared to being a kid and being
like
a grown man. Yes.
Man, like I feel like it was a bit more carefree back when we was little, man. Like I guess I'm 34, so like ain't like I'm super old.
Congratulations! We still need to give you a round of applause.
Oh yeah, still here,
We still need to give you that round of applause.
We're here. We're still alive. That's important.
Amen.
But I feel like the life was a lot more carefree. Like I remember back then, it was so much more freedom with being able to, roam the streets and play, and we were out so much more that we were doing much more. We were more interactive. Like I think the bonds that we had, and I know a lot of them now, like the bonds we had growing up in the 7-5 was just like back then it was amazing. Like you could go to the beach at any moment and kind of just chill out with no issues. Like I remember riding my boys down to the beach, the oceanfront, just like on a random day. Like, we're going out to the beach today. We're just gonna chill. And it was like you never had to worry about anything, So that was something that was, I loved a lot. It was something that I dealt with. And I don't see that quite as much now. Granted, of course, we're in a pandemic, but it's not like we're all stuck completely in. There are ways to be out. So I think it's just not quite as free, and that's of course it's just with times changing. Everybody's more into social media now. Everybody's stuck in the crib, and I played games all day growing up. So,
so did you swim a lot when you was younger? Did you like to swim?
I love water. No. I'm in that water. Like I'm playing in the water. Like that's the beach. And then so it's crazy. It's like the way she was mentioning like my modeling stuff. Like I was like you see me back in high school. I was about 158, 160, 6'4", 6'3". I was small. So it wasn't like I was trying to be like I ain't have no shirt on anyway because I just don't like shirts in general. But it wasn't like I was trying to mount nothing. If I'm going to the water, I'm going to the beach. I'm gonna be in the water. I'm gonna be in my environment. So that's kind of like I love water. Like
it's a 757 thing. We water babies out here.
Yeah.
But a lot of people when they go to the beach, they don't like to get in the water. They don't like to actually get in the water. They just like to stick their feet in the water.
Right. That don't get me. You gonna catch me in that joint. Hey,
swimming.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Catching the waves.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not the best swimmer, but I know how to get by. I'm gonna be
okay.
Yeah.
What about
surrounded by water?
J.Mac, what about you? You used to like to go to the beach too?
Oh yeah, we're surrounded by water out here. We really didn't have a choice. So it's like I don't know many people that live out here because they're saying we're sinking, but they said we at sea level.
They trying.
We're surrounded. We literally have a beach on every corner of every city.
Yeah, out here, water is just here. So why not? My thing is if it's here, why not enjoy it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just like I said, we was in that water. We grew up just fine, pretty successful people. So I'm sure ain't nothing wrong with the water. You know what I'm saying? It looked the same water from back then. So I'm like, you know what I mean? So I was like, it's just like, look, things have just changed in that aspect. Still love being out here because it's cool with me.
Sure.
I mean, I'm still living here, so I ain't going nowhere.
We be trying to leave, but then we come back.
Yeah, and I think funny part is like people say I was only. I'm like, I travel a lot. Like I travel a lot between the modeling or just going to see family or track, especially when track season starts. I travel a lot, so just coming back here, like just being here, I know I'm relaxing. Like it's my little place of solace. It's not have to worry about too much of anything. And that's how I look at it. Like. I honestly don't want things. I don't like things too fast paced where I'm living. You want to be relaxed. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear too much rustle and bustle where I'm at. So I'm like, I like this, like the serenity of when I relax. You know what I'm saying? Granted, the loud noise I hear now is speaking loud upstairs, but that's about it.
So
go ahead, Phatz. Sorry.
So traveling, what you think? Do you like traveling? Is it healthy for you or? It keep you motivated.
It's a form of therapy for me. Like I love that. Like me traveling out. When they say I gotta go somewhere, or they like, we gotta meet here, or we got a show here, or we gotta do something. I'm good. I'm gonna pack this bag today because I don't want to forget anything.
So do you be anxious when it's time to travel, or you just
man?
Okay, I gotta go.
I can't sleep sometimes. I be ready because I know for a fact I like to sleep on a plane because the quicker I sleep on a plane,
man, that feels so good.
Yo, what? I be in a joint. I'm still in a plane since I get in my and I always try to get the exit row because I'm tall, right?
Yeah.
So I always finesse it. I don't ever buy the exit row. But I get up there, I'm like, damn, you guys have an exit row. She look up, they be like, Yep.
Sure.
Like, yeah, it's like that. So I always get the exit row, and I do my thing, and that's how I like to chill. So I get up there, put my headphones on, boom, knocked out. That's what I do.
We got a couple of listener comments I want to get to right before our break. Mike Murray said he does a triple jump every time he crosses Atlantic Avenue. Brandon Joe, you familiar with New York City? Brandon Joe? Okay, so you know what he's talking about.
Yeah, we definitely triple jump across
Mike
that.
Murray, stop trying to cross Atlantic Avenue. You need to stop doing it at night.
Bro, don't do that, man.
Sean Brown said, the water, yes, that 757 water is no joke. Y'all know how we do out here. Listen, we got the best of everything. Sports,
I can't wait to come and visit.
Modeling, what's up? Acting, what's up? Yes, we do. And then Sean also said, he asked, did you have a shirt line that you like to model? Or do you have like a shirt line that you model? Like a shirt line?
So Team Lamb has shirts. They actually have a shirt that has like the rings on. They have Olympic ring shirts on the shirt. They actually have
okay.
They have a shirt with actually a Belize shirt that has like Belize on they made too. So if you guys go to Team Lamb, definitely got some major material. Another one is called the So Serious brand.
Okay.
On IG, we have some landscaping too that I help out, but those are the two that have shirts that I model. The other two pretty much are hats, and the other one is African travel gear.
What size they come in? What are
all
the
sizes?
sizes?
All sizes. Okay. Like we had models of all sizes wearing them, so it's not really
nice. And then also, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, I'll say if you guys want to wear them, check them out. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to those lines. They sound amazing. So serious. That's dope. Yeah. We are actually we're gonna take a quick break, Brandon, but when we come back, we're gonna get into some of our topic. So y'all, thanks for listening in. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
What's up, y'all? Your boy Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town, letting you know now the Evening Rush Network now has the app. So catch it on the Google Play and the App Store. And you can catch all your podcasts like The Evening Rush, Let's Talk Crazy, The Queens of NYC, Sex, Love, and Alcohol, Plug, J.Mac Fitness, I Am Nicole Clara, On Everything, and Getting to the Focus, and all in one place at the Evening Rush Network app. That's right. So catch all your favorite shows. What are you waiting for? Download it now.
What's up, people? Welcome back. You are tuned in to Getting to the Focus podcast. It is Tuesday night. We are sponsored by Sayings by Butter and Gear Up on J.Mac Lane, both where you can get your customized apparel. So check them out on IG. Also, please go to IG and follow us at Getting to the Focus. And if you are tuning in with us live on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you will be notified of our next shows. We are also taking calls. If you would like to call in, you can call us at 929-441-2417. Today, we are talking about when dads win, a look at having success and hitting the mark in fatherhood. And our special guest, we have been chopping it up with Mr. Brandon Jones, who is an Olympic athlete. I think I see some little feet in the back, but
yeah,
but he is here now. Yes, and he is also what made me reach out to him for this particular show is that he is also a amazing father, and also passing on a legacy and building up his his future, whatever she wants to be, because she looks like she is gonna take over the world somehow.
She probably gonna walk in
the way she be doing them push-ups, and she about the length of one of his legs.
Right. She gonna walk in your footsteps.
Yeah, so welcome back, y'all. We are excited to get into it. Shout out to Let's Talk Crazy podcast. Is that Shice? What's up, Shice? Thanks for tuning in.
What up, Shice?
Let me see. We got a question. First and foremost, how many kids, my brother? How many kids?
Hey, just the one in the background.
Just one? Look, he just got one. Like, you want to clear this up right now.
Right there. Right
Tell
there.
her, let her come and say hello on the camera.
Come on, you say me.
You want to say hi? Oh, she got her
Let her
Nintendo.
say hi.
Say hey.
Hey, how are you?
Hey,
You
you on live with
Welcome to the
Getting
show.
Focus.
She want to play the game. She locked in.
Oh, okay.
I
You
know
put you
that's
back.
right.
You want to stay put back? You want to stay right here? All right, cool. She want to stay right here and play the game.
Well, welcome. We are excited to have you both. So,
Indeed.
yeah. So one question I have for you, Brandon, in regards to fatherhood is like, how has fatherhood changed your idea of what it means to over your span of your life, what it means to be a man?
Man, first of all, I'd say it's just a different perspective. Like, first of all, having a daughter alone changes life.
I agree with you.
Yeah, like especially as a bachelor, single man, like, you know, we looking, you know, we're always on the prowl, we're ripping and running, we just living life, we're letting things flow a certain way. So a lot of things we not intentionally ignore, but we just don't pay attention to because it's not at the top of our mindset.
Right.
Having a daughter puts things in perspective. Like, okay, I don't want that to be done to my daughter, or I don't want this this viewpoint to be put upon her. So therefore, I need to change myself. It it forces you to evolve, for lack of better words, to make sure that you are the correct person in which you would want her to be with. Like, I would want her to be with somebody like me. So therefore, I need to change the way I would be. You know, and it's not saying that the person before was bad. It's that you want to be more knowledgeable as a person you are, so that way you can be able to put her on the right path. And, you know, this is kind of how it is. Like, I just want to make sure, like, everything now is geared around making sure that she's in the best position growing up in case, you know, heaven forbid, I'm not here. You know, she is set. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, some of our listeners listening in, he said that's amazing. Somebody said Sean said he has 3. You have 3 girls. And Shai said that's a fact. Daughters change a man's life totally.
Absolutely, without question.
And shout out to Team 3D.
Oh, sorry.
Shout out to Team 3D. Well, Brandon, what would you say about morals? In the morals and expectation you have for your daughter, as in growing up as a father?
Honestly, man, and not like she's only 5. So, you know, right now, of course, you know, I just let her live life. But my expectations, of course, is just for her to trust the path that she's put on, and just to make smart decisions. We're all going to make mistakes. I don't expect you to be perfect. I don't expect you to make everything correct decision to be correct. What I expect is you to understand the responsibilities of the actions that you may take. Like, if you do something, understand that this may happen after that.
Consequences.
The consequences happen. It has to be. It's a known fact. No matter what, you know, if you're a girl or a boy, if you do something, something has to happen. You know, it's just a natural law. So as long as I just want her to understand that growing up, and of course, but if she's more cognizant of that, she'll be more aware of the decisions she makes. Okay, oh well, this may happen, so let me not try that. And if she wants to try things, of course, like I said, we all test the waters. We all make mistakes. Just also know that Daddy got your back. Like, you know, something happened and you're in trouble. You know, I'm gonna be here with you. You may still get in trouble, but I'm gonna be here with you. You know what I'm saying? So this is the one thing I want to do. Just, you know, live a happy life, trust the process, and just understand that what you do may have an action or reaction.
So one question from Sean, he said, how was it for you as a father going through COVID and having to keep her at home?
Oh, that was easy. That's easy.
He said that real good.
You sound like me.
No problem at all. Let me tell you something. She just started kindergarten this year, so she was already home all day.
Oh, yeah.
I work remote, and with all the surgeries that I had, so from 26, she was born 2016. I had my first surgery a month after she was born. So from 2016 to 2018, I had 13 surgeries.
Wow.
During those surgical processes, I couldn't go to work because they had my vocal folds, so I couldn't physically talk.
Okay.
So I was working either remote or I was at home. So guess where Tweedledee here was at? Right here with me in the house.
I know that's
all day. So when, you know, as things progressed on and we went through the pandemic and stuff like that, I was already working partially remote. Okay. So it was more so like, oh, now we're always here together. So let's just have some fun. So it wasn't really not a big deal at all for me. Like when she got home with me, matter of fact, when we all were fully remote, I had her and I had one of my other nieces because my brother she was too young to get to the daycare, so I would watch both of them while working.
So basically, did you cook for them? So you basically cook for them, or somebody else cooked for them?
No, it was just me in the crib. So if I want cooking, because it was always more. If I want cooking, then we was ordering food, or they was eating snacks. That's what it was. Every day. So
what was your DoorDash and Uber Eats looking like? Your
man, let me tell you something. I probably should have took stock in them as much as I got them on board.
Exactly.
I look that joint like I remember looking at that joint, the independent, like the end of that first year, I was like, whoa, that's some money right there. That's a lot.
Yes.
I could have bought about 4 or 5 flights with that.
Right. It don't hit you till you see it at the end. Like
that's what I'm talking about. And it build up. You be like, oh, that's about $10. Like about $20. That's cool. That's 30. I'm gonna let that rock. And you look at the end of the month, you're like, yo.
So would you say for y'all, just y'all two, would you say the cost of food would be expensive for y'all?
Nah, not for real. We eat. So I'm blessed again because homegirl is OD healthy. Like,
yes.
Like she can live off of so I always try to stock the fridge full of fruits and veggies and stuff at the bottom, and I put them like in little bottom bins. Homegirl will make a mini bowl of fruits and vegetables and be on her own. Like she literally eats healthy. Like this morning after school, she's eating I had carrots. She was eating carrots.
Oh, I love some carrots too.
Yeah, blueberries, strawberries, grapes. You can get her all that. She's good. Like, not to say that she don't eat unhealthy, but but that's her preference. Like we go out to eat, we're gonna go out to eat. But we'll do that. And then I also now we started you sleeping? And now we started off where she's we both cook once a week. So as in that we're both cooking together. So I let her last week she made salmon, rice, and asparagus. That's what you made. She made that last
you
week.
cook?
Okay. Tell her you can cook, all right. She likes smirking. Yeah, I got a little.
Wow, Ari, you got this on lock. You said y'all. It's just y'all good. Y'all two just good.
All right. Yeah, we chilling.
So
basically, you got her.
That's it.
So basically, you come from a family who could cook. Basically,
your mother and your father could cook. My dad was a chef at one point when he was in America for a while. My dad could go down, and my mom was the cook of the family, from the whole family. Everybody should know, anybody in my family that my mom's side, they know my mama was the cook. They used to come to the what? They'd be like, oh yeah, mom's cooking, yo. Or they'd be like, CJ cooking. I'm like, yeah, mom's about to cook. Even our boys that went to high school with us and some of my friends in college, they know. They was like, yo, your mom's coming to cook this weekend? Yeah, well, she on the way. They'd be like, yo, we at the crib. They be in the crib early waiting for her. When she pop up, she got them going to work. Come out, somebody go get that for me. Take that out the car. They did everything out for her.
So that's where you learn your cooking skills from.
I just look. So I watched her, and I know what she did. So I do the best I can, and that's all I can say. I ain't mama by far. I can hold my own. I go home my own when I got to.
Some of our listeners are leaving comments. Shai said, I make good reservations, laugh out loud. So, he said also, she's 5 now. As soon as you blink, she'll be a teen. And it's time for, I'm going to say that weaponry. He used some other words, but trust he know because he has a daughter as well. So, yeah. And so he said, he also said, I don't cook. We hit my guy Ronald and his girl Wendy up.
Yo. Hey man, Ron and Wendy got your back.
That's amazing. So Mike Murray said, "Hey Brandon, you and Ty Trebek can pass for twins."
That's a first. I've never done
I don't see it, but
if he had an afro,
I
don't see it though.
I see it.
I usually get sleep. That's all I get.
But Sean asked, "Are you a single father?"
Yes, I am a single father. Yes, yes, sir.
So any wife in the present? Any wife in the present?
Yes, ladies, you heard it first here. Single father.
Man, I'm single, just out here chilling.
Yeah,
but you're a single father, and you raising a daughter. You know the women gonna cling to you. You know the single women gonna cling to you.
How you beating them off these days, Brandon?
I don't think anybody paying too much attention, so I try to stay hidden. That's all I do.
Oh, okay. You try to stay in hibernation.
I just chill. I'm working, training, modeling, teaching, playing games.
Oh, so you teach?
Chilling.
Okay,
teaching her,
what you
right,
teach?
teaching life lessons. There we go.
Okay, don't you know the women like that?
No, my God.
The mature women. The mature women like that.
I know.
We should let you know, Brandon, that this is also a submission for The Bachelor. So I'm just kidding.
Hey.
We had a hidden agenda today. I'm just kidding.
We just joking with you, but you know they watching you.
Yeah, one of my listeners said, Sean said he focusing on his baby girl. Yes, he is.
That's a good
most
thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, because this is a never-ending journey where I'm learning just as much as she is. So I got
that's a blessing.
So speaking of learning, what's one underrated but important skill that you made sure you're instilling or going to instill in her? That's like
financial
underrated.
literacy. Financial literacy that we did not grow up. I did not grow up learning at all.
Bombs on that.
That right there is one. Just understanding lifestyle decisions in regards to just saying what, not even saying like clothing and all that stuff, just like your lifestyle. Like, how do you want to live? Do you want to live in live, I guess, trying to hustle 24/7, or you want to live trying to gain to your 9 to 5? You want to focus on your education? What is your general path that you want to start on? And let's see where that goes and where you're forking off to. I just want to let you just try to gear to that. And of course, trying to make her stay healthy 24/7. Well, I don't make her that. She does on her own, thankfully. She just mimics me. So health is very, very big one. Yeah, health is a very big one for me because that's kind of how my mother passed, with health issues.
Ooh.
So
R.I.P.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, like health is probably my most important thing next to financial literacy, because I feel like financial literacy you can catch on to at any time, because I caught on to it late. You can catch on to that and you can rebound and make what you need to make. Money comes when you need it to come.
Money goes.
But health, when you lose that health, it's so hard to get back, and it becomes such a task. And if you wait too long, it becomes so financially consuming that you end up spending too much money to become healthy when you could have just started that path early. You know?
Right.
So like, that's something that I've been very adamant on, even with friends and stuff. I like, hey, if I can keep y'all healthy, I tell them, hey, y'all stop playing. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'm very important about is just trying to stay healthy.
Amen.
Yeah, because Sean said in the comments I wish that was taught in school to us when we were young. Both are very important things that I think are truly underrated, especially in certain neighborhoods and certain school districts. A lot of us don't necessarily have a lot of the baby boomers didn't really weren't really up on financial things. And then they, kind of didn't know what. I don't think it was purposely done, but they just didn't know. They can't teach what they didn't know. And so I think it's amazing that like our generations and like going forward, we're able to instill that into our younger generation. And the health thing, that is amazing. And it shows that being intentional, because you said that she copies off of a lot of what you do. So being very intentional as a parent is a very beneficial thing to your youth, your child, because they see what you're doing. Even something as small as like washing your fruit, the way you organize your refrigerator and things like that. So the way you shop, my son looked at me funny the other day because I was teaching him how to shop around the perimeter of the grocery store. And so he was like, "Mommy, why are you going to the middle of the grocery?" Like, he checked me, and I was like, "You right." Let's go over here. Like, he checked me because I went straight, because I saw the cereal was on sale. So I ran. I was like, "Ooh." He was like, "Mommy, where are you going?"
Check that out.
Value of a dollar.
Yes,
absolutely. Value of a dollar.
Yes, sir.
I was always taught that from a little boy, knowing the value of a dollar and knowing where your money is going and how to maneuver your money.
Now that part, and the thing is, we learned that, and I just wish they went so much more in depth as we got older. Like,
you know how we learned it too? Yeah. You know how we really learned it? When you had to do chores in the house.
Now that's true. Yeah, okay.
That's how we actually learned. But we didn't
really older, you already know. But no, and I get that. I get that for sure. Like, we definitely learned that value there in that aspect. I think and it's not even with the parents' mindset, because we definitely got it from our parents. I think it's with the education part. Like, as we got older, like it should have been maybe a class in high school, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what high school years when we finally just start working, getting our jobs. So we should have been like, okay, we should have had this should have been a mandatory class, so that as we're in high school learning, this is a class that we were taught along to go along with our working job. Like, yo, okay, you learning this? All right, well, this is something you can learn about with your class. Did you know you do this with your paycheck? Did you know this much of your paycheck is being taxed? Do you know that if you take this percent of your paycheck and put it to your 401k or whatever you're getting while you're working there, even if it's a part-time, if they gave you that option, if you took that and saved that, when you left that job, you have this much money extra in case something happens to you.
That is true.
You know, that's something.
So y'all know about FICA then? FICA.
Oh,
yeah. Those are the people who take out the taxes on your check and distribute X amount of money go here, X amount of money go there, this and that. How many of y'all Brandon, did you ever work summer youth job? Are you familiar with the summer youth job?
So I didn't work. So I worked the jobs I worked in the summer. Well, my last year didn't work. My was in the summer. I worked at my first job was funny part. My first job was 14. I worked this place, this old chicken place. Won't even know paycheck. I remember that job. I used to get my money in cash at the end of the day.
Under the table.
All day. Remember the
Not chicken. You ain't work at Chicken Sea, did you?
Nah. That joint was at the beach called Chicken Tonight. Remember that joint name?
Was that a nightmare? Or that was just a flashback?
Cool. That was just cool. It was cool because that was my first job and it was easy. All I had to do is I was just out there frying the chicken, every night, get that bread. And I just put that in this jar, put that in the jar. And I worked there for a while until I got this job at J.C. Penney's.
Okay.
Remember this? J.C. Penney's. And that was my first job with a paycheck. And I remember seeing, like I said, Chicken Tonight, you get the money cash.
Yeah.
I remember seeing J.C. Penney check, and I was like, oh, you get paid this much. I said, okay, cool. I got my check, and I was like, yo, why all this money off my check? I was hurt. I went to my mom. I was like, Mom, yo, hey, look, why am I talking like this? She was like, baby, that's how life goes today. I was like,
that's when your life really starts.
Yeah.
That's when it really starts.
That's what it was. And I was
when
like,
it really starts.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Dang,
that's a trend.
Did you feel like crying?
I was a little upset.
I was mad.
And after that, after I saw that joint, I was like, I want my paycheck to like that. So I'm gonna work some more hours to offset.
Okay.
To offset the amount that's gone. Yeah. So one of our listeners, Brandon, look at this man. That's y'all. He just one-armed her for our listeners that can't see.
That's her favorite way to ride.
She flew across the room just now on Daddy. But what I was gonna ask is one of the questions that our listener said which is who does her hair?
Well, I can do her hair. I've done it plenty of times. I've taken it out.
Okay, I take my. Come on, let's give him a round of applause. Come on, everybody, give him a round of applause.
Hey, look,
that's what's up.
It took me forever to learn how to do the little cornrow. I ain't do all those. I promise you that.
Okay.
I was about to say you put the beads in and everything because it looks kind of fly over there right now.
My person cannot stand beads because look, I keep stepping on these little things everywhere I go.
Yeah,
I be chilling and she shake them, they come out, and I be like, "What is this?" So I got beads all over the house. But I take her hair out, I wash it, I condition it, I comb it out because I don't blow dry her. I comb it out because she has nice curls. And like sometimes I'll leave it in 2 ponytails, or I'll put 4 braids in it at least. I can do 4 braids easily. Or since I give her the 2 braids, so I could do them. So I do that joint like I guarantee, like that's what I do. But if it get fancy, like if she want those, she gotta go to her auntie because.
Okay, let me ask
my
you
hands too big for that. My hands way too big for that.
You can do it. You can do it.
Do she sit still for you to comb her hair and part it and let you do her hair up or?
She'll move. I do all that. The only thing she don't like is water in her hair. So when I wash her hair, I do like this. I do like that, and I let the water go back because she's so small. My hand big enough to block the whole face.
I got you.
I wash the hair. As long as the water in her face, she good. When it comes to doing all the rest of it, I put the movie on. She sit right here, and I just be like, I put it whatever I need section out ponytails, combing out like that, and I order it as I go. She can leave the conditioner in that joint like that, and she's good. She won't.
I
move.
saw you in action too on one of the videos. One of
my
sorors. You was not on her, but one of my sorors. She was ready to go eat or something, and she was taking too long. So you was like, "Give me that," and you took the hair dryer. Yes.
Canelo,
Shout
my
out
big sis,
Canelo.
man.
Shout out Hola
Yes.
Coquito.
If y'all want some amazing coquito, vegan coquito, check out holacoquito.com. That joint is amazing. Like,
I didn't realize it was vegan. Is it dairy? It's dairy free?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Wow.
you a vegan?
Yeah.
I'm not a vegan.
Okay.
But she has the vegan option for a coquito, and that joint is better than the normal coquito.
Wow.
So also,
I gotta get her on the show too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yes, but so you're just a jack of all trades. You be you do it all, and you do it all tremendously, I might add. We got a couple of comments over here from our listeners. Mike Murray, he said, big shout out to all the fathers, 110% who have daughters. Yes, shout out to y'all. He said he was pumping buckets of water in 83. What?
Yo, man, 83.
Yeah, he said he had to save you, Bklyn Phatz, for your summer youth job.
Coming up for the summer youth, they'll rob you. They'll rob you. And when I tell you, that was hard because you know the local thugs didn't want to work. They just wanted to wait for you to come out to check cash in place.
Oh yeah, they got
wait for you to come out to check cash in place and snatch you up. But see, when I used to go, I used to have him. He used to be my bodyguard. So when I used to go, he'll protect me. But other than that, I would have had to fight for my life. And you know what? Working for the summer job, man, you would have to work hard. Yeah. And when it first starts, you have to work 3 weeks straight before you even get your first check.
Wow.
And then that first check might be maybe $100.
See?
Yeah. And you know, working from August, from July all the way to August. And I think within the course of that, you get about 4 checks. Wow. You get a small check and you get 3 big checks. And then you still had to have responsibility because my mom was old school. Yeah. Hey, listen, you work in summer, you're going to have to buy your school clothes. You're going to have to buy all your activities, whatever you like. And 2,
you're going to have to use your money.
You're going to have to break me off a couple chips too.
Yo, all day, yo.
Yeah. So, like I tell people, life is good to you, but once you once them values is installed in you, you appreciate it. You might get a little bit aggravated, a little bit frustrated, like, why is they doing this to me? But this help you to be a better adult.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, Brandon. Go ahead, Phatz.
Sorry. Matt. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask real quick, like, is there something that you know that you always wanted to do but you never really got to do yet, like in terms of whether it's a job or whether it's a trade or anything like that?
You got the man puzzled now. You got him puzzled.
I mean, honestly, like if I want to do something, I usually kind of go into it now. Okay. I would say I probably did want to try football or basketball back then, but I wasn't that pressed to play it because like I'm not a big team sport person. I want to do my own. I'm my own type of person, but nothing really major that I wanted to. I haven't done yet. Like everything I wanted to do, I've had the opportunity to do, and that's made me grateful. Like I haven't.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've been traveling. I have an amazing daughter.
Amen. Give them a round of applause.
Yes, and one of our listeners, Sean, said, "You're a blessed man, King. Many blessings to you and your family."
Hey, namaste, my friend.
So what I'm gonna ask you, Brandon? Okay, here's the deal. Would you say, in order to be a great basketball player or football player, would you say you would have to really put work in for it, or it comes natural?
Outside of me probably just kind of gaining some size for football, I wouldn't need any extra work for that. Basketball, I would just have to brush it back on my handles.
So you was already automatically nice.
Yeah, I can without confidence, without hesitation, I'm confident enough to know I could do what's needed at any given moment. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me.
So that makes you sound like you're a little bit cocky then.
I'm always confident in what I do. I'm confident in my abilities, never cocky.
Out here confident.
I have straight confidence.
It's that 757 water I'm trying to tell y'all.
So let me ask you this. You this. We stand on the fatherhood and the manhood. So do you like to party?
Oh yeah, I party.
Or would you say you the man when it comes to partying? Or would you say you a laid back type brother that sits back, laid back, and observe your surroundings?
I
Or would you
observe
be the
first.
one?
I observe first to make sure I feel safe inside. I always observe all exits and environments. It's kind of an instinct.
Okay.
Once I feel like I'm in a good vibe, oh, it's party time. You're gonna catch me dancing. I'm a dance.
So are you nice on your feet, or you just
do
enough just to get you?
No. I got rhythm. I'm good to go. Ain't no. You gonna dance? Yeah, if I dance with you, we good to go. That's how I talk.
Okay. So basically,
he does it all.
You gonna be the limelight of the party.
I mean, I'm tall, so I already stand out. I can't.
Right.
I can't,
you might as well.
You can't have no rhythm, right? You can't be tall and stand out and have no rhythm, because when they start dancing, you be like, oh man,
they see you first.
What happening? You know what I'm saying?
How hard is it to have rhythm?
But that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. I don't know.
2 steps.
I don't know. I don't know. I have rhythm, so I don't know how hard it is. Like, it's easy.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
So what about choice of drink? We in the club, we hanging out, we just chilling. What's your choice of drink?
I do whiskey ginger or whiskey sour. I like whiskeys.
Okay. Who? Jameson. Some Jameson.
I do some Jameson. If they got Maker's Mark, I'll get some of that.
Maker's Mark is real smooth.
Yeah. And if we go to a black-owned establishment and they got some Uncle Nearest, I throw some Nearest in there because I like my Nearest. It's strong, but it's good. It's strong, but it's good.
What would you say if a choice of white
wine?
Yeah. Or choice of wine or champagne? Which one?
Oh man, see, I don't know. I don't really have much of a preference with that. That's honestly for me, I just don't like things too dry unless I have like a good meal with it. So that's my reds, but I don't want it too sweet. So it all depends on who makes it, because sometimes you'll have one, like you'll have one that's like a Chardonnay that's like too sweet, and you be like, all right, this ain't. But you'll have another Chardonnay that's like perfect. So it kind of really depends on who makes it and what year. You know what I mean?
Well, Brandon, we have had an amazing time with you. Unfortunately, we have run out of time, folks. For those who are listening in, we thank you for listening in. Bklyn, Phatz, and J.Mac, we're thrilled to have Mr. Brandon Jones, Belizean American athlete, wonderful father, model, everything, straight up dancer as well. We found out. You heard it here first, folks. And Brandon, we are amazed at your talents, your gifts. We look forward to seeing more of you and your beautiful daughter as well, as you are bringing her up. We love it. We enjoy seeing it. You are inspiration to folks out here trying to do it big as a single parent, as a parent in general, So we love to see it, and we are encouraged by you, brother, and we thank you for even giving us some of your time. One of our listeners, Mike Murray, said, "We love you, my dude." So
namaste, bro.
So much. You always welcome here. You're a part of the family now. And
hit us up.
Also, y'all, real quick before we close out, I wanted to mention that Brandon is gearing up to go back to the Olympics. He does have a GoFundMe going on, as he does have to. He's responsible for funding his trainings and things of that nature. So, listen, I'm gonna be adding the information for all that stuff on our Instagram, as well as on the description box once it's updated. But you can also, Brandon, can you tell the folks how to reach you on Instagram or Facebook?
Yes. Instagram, it's B_DOT_Jones, B.Jones on Instagram. On Facebook, it's Brandon T. Jones, OLY. Feel free to message me on each one of those. And my GoFundMe is on the link for both pages. And you can also reach out via Twitter. I think it's BJonesGotHops, BJones_GotHops_. Those are the ways to reach out to me. But if all else fails, she should post the links up there, and I'll be able to reach out too. The GoFundMe.
Okay.
You said BJones_GotHops?
Yeah.
That's dope.
I made that when I was in college. I got bunnies.
That's cool.
Okay, and we got
But thank you, sir. We appreciate you. You guys heard it here, Mr. Brandon Jones. And make sure you guys tune in next week also as well. Same as always, Getting to the Focus at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Have a blessed
Brandon,
evening.
and big up to Brandon. And we bless you. We wish all the blessings to you on your journey.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to have me. Have me up here. I appreciate it.
And we appreciate you.
Hang on, Brandon. We're gonna end, but hang on for after the show, okay?
Of course.
And big up to you, J.Mac.
What's up, y'all? Your boy Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town, letting you know now the Evening Rush Network now has the app. So catch it on the Google Play and the App Store. And you can catch all your podcasts like the Evening Rush, Let's Talk Crazy, the Queens of NYC, Sex, Love, and Alcohol Plug, J.Mac Fitness, I Am Nicole Clara, On Everything, and Getting to the Focus, and all in one place at the Evening Rush Network app.